Thank you. First off, thank you to everyone who is here to support me on this special day, and for everyone who has helped me on the journey to where I am now. I have been swimming since the young age of 4, and ever since that day, I knew the water was my safe haven. No matter like how I'm feeling, like if there's a girl next to me that's even close to me, I'm like, no. And so like I still have that like mind to muscle, like mental just like instinct that I'm like, okay, like if there's someone near me, I don't care like how bad I feel, like I have to run her down. And so it's just like that kind of like drive, I guess. Like, I don't know, like no matter how bad I could be feeling, that just is engraved in my mind all the time.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma.
That was my goal. Yeah, that was like I wanted to go like out of high school season like with a bang. Like I wanted to be like I'm the defending state title champion for 4 years in a row. Like clean sweep. Like you can't like mess with me.
You know, judging from her times before high school, we knew that, you know, it was definitely a possibility for sure.
That she was going to be a competitor in states.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, as far as to win states as a freshman in both of her events, you know, and then do it again and again.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma.
I think it definitely set in. Like after freshman year, I think freshman year I was just kind of like, oh, like state's like so much fun. Like this year, senior year, it was kind of like, I'm a senior, like I need to like perform to those expectations.
There's pressure, of course, there's pressure, you know, you did it 1 year, you gotta do it the next year and the next year and the next year.
However many times state champion, it's like you have to perform to that level and even better, and it's like people are looking at you like you are like the standard and everything like that, and so you need to just like push yourself every single time, like and practice that much harder, so that way like you can always like staying at the top, like, you know, it's just like a very like, it is a lot of pressure, but I think it also makes it fun. I think it's just like I kind of perform well under pressure, and so I think it makes the experience a lot more fun for me.
All right, Olivia McMurray trying to go 7 for 7. She won 2 individual races as a freshman, 2 as a sophomore, 2 as a junior, and she's competing in probably 2 of the more difficult events here, the 500 free and the 200 IM. All right, watch out for Olivia McMurray, the senior from Fort Myers.
Gallbladder
and she
taken
had
out.
surgery, yeah. Okay, I forgot, I knew there was something, but yeah, she had her gallbladder taken
I
out.
was really experiencing like stomach pains and stuff like that. They were like, yeah, you need to get it taken out. So I had my gallbladder surgery in September. Yeah, and then I was back in the water like a month before discharge and stuff like that. Like I said, it was strange. It was like, obviously like my training had been set back a lot. By the time I got back in, it was like, I was really stressful because it was like a month before discharge, like all this stuff was about to happen, and I was like sitting there like hoping like I would be able to perform to my best. It was really stressful. It was a really stressful year. And I lost a lot of like, I felt like I lost a lot of like strength in like my training during that time frame, and so like it was frustrating. I was really frustrated during that time period.
Yep. So we'll have video evidence if you swim like trash in there. So we'll have video evidence if you guys swim like trash. Post it all over social media. See how those colleges like that recruiting video.
We also have video of you telling us that we were going to swim like trash.
I didn't say you were going to swim like trash. I said if you do, I have proof. Yeah, we got a month, so we got to get there. But it's just, I mean, there's just no days off. Like every day is intense, 110%. crank it in the weight room, crank it, whatever you are doing, it's got to be 110%.
Yeah.
Afternoons, like no afternoons off, no, when I say that, I mean like you can be here and still be off.
Yeah.
Like you can't take that time off. You
Right.
got to. We got a lot of work to do in a very short period of time to get you back to where we need you.
All I could think to myself is like, it is in my hands. Like just like the most I can do is put in like every single, like all my effort into every day's practice and hope by the time like districts, regionals, and states comes, like I'm like in the best place that I can be and I can like really devote myself like to those races and stuff like that.
Yeah, so she just kind of followed Sydney's lead. She was just brought along to practices and stuff like that, and then she just started swimming. So she just did it because Sydney was doing
I
it.
started swimming when I started like learning how to swim when I was like 4. So I would say that was, I mean like I knew how to swim beforehand, but like I started swimming like at like a club team when I was 4 and just kind of like learning the strokes a little bit more. And then once I was 6, I joined a different club team, and that's when I kind of started to like compete a little bit more, do like league meets, like just get into that stuff.
When she was like 6 and she started swimming, that ended because Sydney one day was just like, I'm quitting. And Olivia was like, yeah, so am I. And so they quit.
And then I quit when I was like 7 and then rejoined when I was 8. So it was just kind of like at first, like when I was 6, I was like, oh gosh, I really did not like it. I really didn't like it. And then once I was 8, I was like, my sister was doing it. And so I was like, you know what, like I'll try it again.
They're all 3 just great kids, and Olivia has just done incredible, for her she's a very determined kid, just like all 3 of them. But she's a very determined kid.
Our next senior is Olivia McMurray.
Like I've watched the seniors and been like, oh my gosh, like that's so crazy that they're already seniors. Like it's like not surreal, like kind of surreal moment. I was just like I can't believe I've already come this far.
I'm feeling a change coming.
I think that just walking with her, we were just super proud because not only is she a great swimmer, she's a great person.
Right here, I'm feeling a change. I'm feeling a change all around me. No doubt, I'm feeling a change. I'm feeling a change running down me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are under lightning alert, so we do have to go to our cars.
We had a time trial, yeah, and I was actually really happy with how I did there. I swam the same things I was going to swim with districts and regionals and states and everything like that, just to see like where I was at. My 200 IM, I was really happy with. I was really happy with what I did there, and so like after that, I was kind of like, okay, like I obviously like can pull out a good 200 IM.
I'm feeling the ground moving.
My 500 I was a little bit concerned about. I felt like my endurance was definitely lacking. Like after the 200 IM, I was winded, I was exhausted, like you name it. Like I was just so dead. And so I was a little bit nervous for that. Like what if like it comes time for states and I'm still like exhausted after one event. It was really stressful, but it is what it is.
First group up, all out 100 choice. Hop up. Hey guys, right here. Get some cojones, get in each other's faces. Isn't states coming up? Is states coming up? All right, you know you're gonna have people next to you that are gonna want every single piece of you and more. You just gotta want it more. Take your mark.
She just wants to perform, and however she performs, as long as she feels that she's done her best, that's all that matters to her.
These 4 years have been like a really fun time. Like after senior night, I was kind of like, okay, like you gotta like give it your all for these next 3 meets, because it's like that's all you got. That's all you've got for these next 3 meets. It's just... Districts came around and I was like, wow, like this came by quick. The top 2 from each district automatically make it onto regionals, and it's the same thing for regionals to state.
There's change coming. There's change coming. There's change coming. There's change coming.
There was lightning the other morning, and she comes to our door at 4 o'clock in the morning and says, Mom, Dad, there's lightning, and it's like 15 miles away from the pool. And it was supposed to rain all day that day. And I said, don't go. Don't worry about it. Just go back to bed. You know, you can miss practice. And she goes, okay. So she went back to bed, I thought. And next thing I know, 15 minutes later, I hear the ice cubes going, her packing her
Water bottle.
in her water bottle, and just like she does every morning. I said, Olivia, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm going to practice. I mean, that's the kind of kid she is.
On the wrong side, cut loose with a burning desire. This won't take long. I'm flying in fast and I'm coming on strong. I'm about to ignite, powder keg bite with the whole world spinning. I ain't playing no game. I put the fuel to the flame. I'm totally untamed.
My time that I put up was like okay. I still won, like it was still what I needed to do, and so it was like it's whatever. And then my 500 free.
Get loose and break the chain. It's time to get loose. Let go of the reins. It's time to get loose. It's in our veins. I'm totally untamed.
And I mean, I am kind of a back half swimmer. Like that's kind of my thing. I kind of come from behind. It's just kind of more like for me, like it's like the chase. Like I kind of like going like after people, like seeing like how much I can get them like at the end and stuff like that. It's fun for me. I don't know. That might not be the best way to race, but that's kind of what I do. And it just might not be intentional, but that's how it happens.
I'm totally untamed. I'm totally untamed. It's time to get loose and break the chain. It's time to get loose. Let go of the reins. It's time to get loose. It's in our veins. I'm totally untamed.
Sometimes I am sitting there thinking like, God, what's my like mom or dad thinking right now? Because it's like, I know my mom gets my mom gets so stressed when I swim like that. She's like, I'm not sure. Like my dad on the other hand is more like she's got it, like she's fine, like she'll push through. Like mom's like on the edge of her seat. She's like, oh my God.
But the ones that I saw, I loved when she came from behind, especially in the long ones.
Yeah, but she needs to not wait too long on
No,
some of those races.
I'm just like, it's my race. Like that's how I swim it. And I mean, like it might not be exactly the way I want to swim it, but like that's just how it happens.
It's time to get loose and break the chain. It's time to get loose. Let go of the reins. It's time to get loose. It's in our veins. It's time to get loose and break the chain. It's time to get loose. Let go of the reins. It's time to get loose. It's in our veins. I'm totally untamed.
I think my districts and regionals I was a little bit like concerned with because it was like, I mean, I think in certain races I was like, okay, like that was like better than I thought it was gonna be, but I think I didn't exactly get the times I wanted to, like everything was just a little bit off. And then I went to states.
And I think I think that capped it off, you know, because people were thinking she was just going to win it, and she should have. But
I was more excited than I was, I think, scared or like upset because like no matter what, it was my senior season, and I was just kind of like, okay, like my teammates and I, like for like high school season, like we've all like over the past couple of years we've gotten like really good and like really close, and that's kind of helped us like get like hyped as a team. And so I think definitely like the team aspect kind of like helped me like calm my nerves and stuff like that, and like knowing that like I did have like such a good group of girls, it kind of took away a lot of the nerves. I was just kind of like, let's just have fun, like no matter what, like I just want to do it like for my team, like for myself, just have like a good race, just put it all out there. And then my prelims I was really happy with, and so it was like, okay, like after states prelims, I was like, okay, like I feel good finally. Like I think everything's gonna pan out like the way I want it to. So.
On the top of the mountain, yeah, we've heard our way up to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain.
I got seated first for finals in my 200 IM, and then the 500 I was seated second for finals. And I was feeling really good about it, definitely for sure. I think I was also nervous. I was definitely nervous, like as it came closer to the finals and stuff like that. I do understand, like it is my last, like it's the last like big event. It's like something special in my life. Like it's the last part of this, and so it's like I do understand that, but like there's a certain like time like where it's like too close to my race to be emotional, and so I'm like, okay, like just like snap out of it, like come on, like whatever happens, like just like get in there and just do it.
I do it for my people, for my team, for anybody trying to give a dream back in the day.
Watch out for Olivia McMurray, the senior from Fort Myers.
Yeah, we fought our way up to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain.
But it looks like Michelle Morgan in lane 5 is going to win this race and give McMurray second place. And that's exactly what happened. Michelle Morgan, 2 minutes 92 seconds. 2 minutes point 92. McMurray 2:01.94.
It was my first ever like high school like loss, and so for me, it was like kind of heartbreaking for me. Like I got out of the race and I was really upset.
She was not happy. She was upset.
Yeah.
She was upset.
I just remember, the only thing I remember is like my coach Robbie, who is he's not like a very like, not emotional, he's not very like emotional, like caring, not caring, he's very caring. He came up to me and I was like scared. I was like, is he gonna yell at me? Like, is he gonna like be like on me? Like, but he just came up to me and gave me like the biggest hug. Like he could just like, he was upset for me, and like we were both just like it was heartbreaking. Like we both wanted more, and so it was just like, it was an upsetting thing. It was, yeah.
23.9.
I got 3 ahead. I got it. I had the podium for 200 IM, and it was like, not that it was like, it was unfamiliar for me sitting in the second place one. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little unfamiliar for me. Like I'd never that wasn't something I was used to.
Yeah, I was wondering if she was going to be able to pull together for the next race.
That's what we were more concerned with was, okay, is she going to pull this together?
I talked to my coach Robbie, and he told me in the 500, just swim like a caveman. He said, don't think about it, just swim it. Like, just don't think about anything, just go.
From the top of the mountain.
The title of 3A state champion, girls 500 yards freestyle. Congratulations, Olivia McMurray. Hook 'em horns.
Is this a video? Oh my gosh, this is... I didn't realize Oops. Well then, hi. Okay.
So we knew she'd go, she would definitely be signing. That day, I think, it was nice for me to see, we know we're so proud of who she is, but to hear like the coaches and the administrators all kind of stop and talk about her for a little bit, about her, just who she is and how much they all admire her, was really nice that day.
Yeah. That's what I'm most proud of, is just how she respects and appreciates, and just her being humble the way she is.
She's respected, yeah.
Yeah, and she's respected. And she doesn't take that for granted whatsoever. Not whatsoever.
So they live on. As long as I know what's wrong and what is right.
I think I was more just getting to the speech because I knew, like, if I thought about the words, I would probably cry. Just read it. Just read it. Like, just whatever. No, just read it. Like, don't look at anyone, like, that you, like don't look at your parents, because I don't want them to, like, what if they cry? I don't know.
Parents, I cannot even begin to express the amount you guys have done for me over the years. Without a set of parents like you guys in my life, I'd be lost. You guys are the best role models a girl could ask for, and I love you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Welcome.
Her going there, it's not gonna, she's gonna do fine. She's gonna do great.
Yeah.
It's just who she is.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same thing. It's just the next step. But, I'm looking forward for the 4 or 5 years that she's there, and, just being part of the ride, and being proud.
I leave August 18th is my move-in day. I still have, like, a lot of work to do here, like with Olympic trials and stuff like that. So I'm trying not to get too excited quite yet, because I know I can get too excited, but I'm so excited.
As long as I know what's wrong and what is right. As long as I know how to love and how to fight. You'll always be a part of me, no matter how I get to be. No matter how grown up to you I seem, I'll always be a little girl.
I told her when she got her scholarship, I don't care what she does from here. I'm proud of her. We're proud of her. And, everything on top of this is just great.
I'll always be a little girl. And I know it must be hard to watch me grow.
I think when I was like 6, 7, and 8, I think I was just like, because I was never on the top, like, and I was just kind of like doing it for fun. Like, it all just kind of happened to me like so quickly, like when I got really good. Like, I kind of carried it like the same way I do now, like just like a very happy, like easygoing attitude. Like, I was just kind of like, whatever happens, happens. And so like I was just kind of focusing like in the present moment, but I think that I made my little self proud, so.